What's good, everybody? It's your boy Kaim. We're here. Welcome. Game 2 is on right now. Actually, we're gonna get through this real quick, and we're gonna go watch Game 2 together. But wanted to get my reaction from Game 1 going into Game 2. Let me know what I think's happening. So let's set the scene, man. I'm a Haliburton guy. We know that. I'm the host who's a Haliburton. I'm the host who called Haliburton 2 years ago. I've staked my claim on Haliburton and Anthony Edwards, and I'll be honest, if they're doing poorly, you'd never hear about it again. But they've both been back-to-back Eastern Conference Finals, Western Conference Finals, respectively. And now, Pacers took a 1-0 lead, 111-110, or was it 110-109? Let me check. Let me tell you all the right info. 111-110. Haliburton game winner with 0.3 seconds left. A great fourth quarter from Nembhard, 8 points. Really big shots. I think Miles Turner hit 2 threes in the fourth. Nesmith hit 2 threes in the fourth. So, a team fourth quarter. But let's start at the historic shots and the historic clutch run that Haliburton and the Pacers are on. Then we'll kind of transition to what I think is going to happen in the rest of the series. And maybe in the middle, we'll touch on whether Tyrese is a superstar. There's a lot of questions on if he's a superstar. He doesn't score 25. So we will talk about that. But number one, Thunder are down 109-1. The Pacers are down 109-110. And Shea has 38 points and has the ball in his hands with 15 seconds left. Andrew Nembhard, one-on-one, minimal help. And Shea does what he's done all game, what he's done all season. He gets into his chest. He gets into Nembhard's chest, kind of gives him that. He's the best in the league at pushing off, but this is not a foul bait conversation. Not pushing off illegally, but like pushing off with his body without extending his arm. He's the best in the league at creating that separation without getting that offensive foul charge. So gets into his body on the left wing, takes a small step back at the free throw line. He's open. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is wide open with 38 points. This is his 30th shot, so he's in rhythm. You could say he might be inefficient, but I don't think so. 14 for 30 on the night. He gets to a wide open mid-range. It clanks around. I think Nesmith comes up with the rebound. Toppin finds the ball. Tyrese finds the ball. It's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Tyrese is dribbling up. And he just literally dribbles across half court. Takes 2-3 hard dribbles towards kind of the free throw line extended on the right wing. And just stops. And kind of the move itself was the stop. Because Tyrese isn't really a jump shooter like that. Now, he has shown in the past 2 series, if you just leave him open, he'll hit that mid-range jumper. But he's going to hit that 3-point set shot. Or he's going to try to get to the rim, get a layup. He's going to try to pass it out. But who was it? Wallace. Kason Wallace is on him, who's a good defender. Caruso is on Pascal in the corner, on the right corner. So I'm in the right wing. I'm looking at Kason Wallace. If I get him, I got Caruso and help. These are basically fringe all-NBA defenders. Man, just dribbles, ice cold, 1 second on the clock, pulls up from 2 steps inside the free throw line. 3-point line, free throw line extended, and just hits it. Just hits it again. So this playoffs alone, he has the game-winning layup when he drove by Giannis in round 1. He has the game-winning 3 when he got the offensive rebound off the missed free throw Indiana, dribbled back behind the 3-point line, threw it up. He has the choke, send to overtime, foot on the line, would have been a game winner. Foot on the line where the ball bounced 19 feet into the air and went in. And now he has this game, one of the finals. It's historic. And I think because his name is not Michael Jordan, because his name is not Kobe Bryant, because his name is not LeBron James, people are forgetting that this is very likely the most clutch postseason we've ever seen. Like, this is impossible. Having 4 game-tying or go-ahead shots in one playoff run is insane. Kobe Bryant had 5 his whole career, 10 seconds or less. His whole career, Kobe had 5. Y'all know Kobe, the great Kobe, this or that. LeBron has 10 And LeBron's been playing for 23 seasons. So, and these are the most clutch players to ever play the game. Reggie Miller, I think, has 5, and Haliburton has 4 in one playoff run. He has 5 or 6 overall. This is the most clutch thing I've ever seen in my entire life. At this point, you have to beat Indiana by more than one possession. They've proven it. If you're up one possession and they have the ball, it doesn't matter. They've proven they don't give up. OKC had control the entire game. OKC led basically wire to wire. Was it Rachel Nichols? Uh, I might be sexist. It was either Rachel Nichols, Doris Burke, somebody after the game said there was one lead change the whole game, and it was on Tyrese's shot that went in with 0.3 seconds left. So OKC led wire to wire. OKC forced 25 turnovers, and it just doesn't matter. You're either up by 4 or more to the Pacers with 10 seconds left, or you lose. So shout out to the Pacers. Shout out to Tyrese, who really saved himself from having to hear a bunch of the narrative, because before that shot went in, he had 12 points, 12.6 assists for a superstar, right? Game 1 of the NBA Finals. So that shot not only gave them probably a lot of confidence going forward, gave them a lead in the series, but also just saved him for what would have been a unfortunate narrative. So now going into game 2. Like I said, I'm missing that thing right now. It's weird because you come away from this game and Indiana is up 1-0. But if I'm OKC, you don't feel like you have to change much. You don't feel like you have to change. You don't feel like in the fourth quarter, Miles Turner is going to get the ball with the shot clock running down and bank in a 3 from the left wing in the clutch. You don't feel like Nembhard is going to look Shea in the face, take 6 to 7 rhythm dribbles between the legs, tween, step back into a 3 like he's James Harden. You don't feel like that's happening. And the one thing that OKC might feel, I would think erroneously at this point, you have to expect that they will hit clutch shots, but you can also go away saying, hey, Tyrese hit a great shot and Shea missed a great shot. How many times are both of those things going to happen back to back with the moment being that big? So OKC, calm down, stay the course. They forced 25 turnovers. I think they only had 11 points. That was the lowest since I don't know when. I know that the last time somebody had 25 turnovers and only had 12 points off those turnovers was 2018. So OKC dominated on defense in the first half. The second half, Indiana put up 63 points or 61 points. So Indiana did figure some things out, but also, again, if 3 less of those 3-pointers go in, which is a big if was a fifth, then, OKC wins this game. If Miles Turner doesn't bank a 3 in, that's 3 points. Indiana only won by 1. So if I'm OKC, I don't really feel this whole, they need to change the starting lineup back. They need to work on this. Here's what you need to work on. When you run in transition, obviously Indiana is very prepared. They know that OKC likes to run. So really look to exploit that to try to get to the free throw line or try to get to the rim or try to create those open threes that they create. And then expect that you'll knock them down, man. I think OKC also kind of had a bad shooting night. The things that OKC did to score 110, I feel like are slightly more repeatable, even though Shea did have 40, than the things that Indiana did to come back in the second half. You can't turn the ball over 25 times a game and expect to win. So I'm a Haliburton guy, and I don't know if any of y'all watch First Things First. It's the same thing there. Chris Broussard, he's from Indianapolis, kind of, for y'all that watch the show. And he's cheering for Indiana, but my basketball mind cannot get me to choose this Indiana team over OKC. It just can't. It just can't. So although I'm sad about it, I'm still taking the Thunder. However, this has proven that this will be an entertaining series, and I didn't respect that. I thought OKC was going to come in here and put the smackdown on these boys, Thunder in 5. I don't think that anymore. A lot less bass in my voice when I'm picking the Thunder. However, what the Thunder have done, 68 wins regular season, only what's it, the fifth team ever to get to 80 wins total regular season and playoffs. Shea had 38, uh, and a great look at a dagger that I think he's going to hit 2 to 3 out of 5 times. So, end of the day, great run from the Pacers. I hope the Pacers win. I now think they're capable of winning, but I'm still going to say Thunder in 6. I'm still going to say Thunder in 6, and I'm going to stamp that there. And then Tyrese, kind of where does this go for Tyrese? Is he a superstar, particularly if they lose? And I'll just touch on this for a second. I mean, last 3 years, Tyrese has been, since he became an all-star, he's only 24, 25, his age 24 season. So last 3 years, I mean, he was 21-10 with 3 turnovers a game 3 years ago. 20-11 led the league in assists with 2 turnovers a game last year. And then this year, he was 19-9 with 3 turnovers a game. So this year, he had a down statistical year. And he's still, I mean, he's a 20-10 player. He's a 20-10 player. So is he a superstar? Well, he's a 20-10 guy. He is absolutely clutch, which boosts you. Let's be honest. Reggie Miller is like 18-3 for his entire career. When you're clutch, it boosts you. Let's be honest. Kobe was a slightly inefficient scorer, who had a tendency to not make the right basketball play. But when you're clutch, when you're not scared, it boosts you. So, I mean, Michael Jordan's 6-0. 6-0. A lot of people would say LeBron was the GOAT if Jordan was 4-2 in the finals. But when it got really, really tough, these guys stepped up. And so for that, Tyrese gets a boost there. And then his team is in the NBA Finals. His team is in back-to-back Eastern Conference Finals. And yes, the East is weak. Yes, like Boston got hurt this year and things of that nature. But at the end of the day, when a guy can control the pace like this, I think it was, I won't say irresponsible, I'll just say wrong that Pascal got Eastern Conference Finals MVP. I understand Tyrese had an 8-point game, but I feel like this team plays like Tyrese plays. And so once you've proven to me you can be the best player on a finals team, even if they lose, I mean, that's what LeBron James was for most of his career. You guys got to remember this. LeBron James was a guy that if you have him, he could get you to the finals. You'll probably, like, you're 4-6, you might lose. But, like, to be able to be the best player on a finals team, stop it. With what we would consider, I think we might look at it differently going forward now that basketball is changing a bit. But what we would consider a less than all-time cast, like Nembhard's doing his job, Neesmith's doing his job, McConnell's doing his job, Matherin's doing his job, Turner, but these are not stars. Pascal is a fringe all-star for sure. But, this isn't D Wade is your second best player. Scottie Pippen is your second best player. Kobe is your second best player. This is, Pascal, who I have a lot of respect for, but there's a huge difference. And so going forward, yes, just because he doesn't score first does not preclude you from being a superstar. And Tyrese Haliburton has proven really over the past 2 years, really 3, but especially 2, that in important games, he can get you there. And I don't just mean the clutch moments. I mean playoffs. Like they weren't the 2 seed this year. They weren't the 1 seed. They weren't last year, but they still made it to the final 2 of the Eastern Conference both years. And last but not least, I mean, winning changes everything. Since January 1st this year, Thunder have been the number 1 team record-wise. Pacers have been number 2. So at the end of the day, win or lose, respect going forward for Haliburton, who's 24. Respect for Shea and these boys, too. They're really young as well. This is a really young NBA Finals. And the league has another thing coming. I mean, luckily, Adam Silver has kind of rigged the CBA, so it's kind of hard for teams to create dynasties because, I'm still hoping my glorious king can sneak one in riding Luka's coattails. But to be honest, now that Jason Tatum has an injury as well, don't be shocked if Indiana ends up right back here next year. Don't be shocked. So, appreciate y'all for staying with me, man. Put who you think is going to win in the comments, man. Comments and let us know. We're on YouTube. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts. Wherever you get your podcasts, wherever you want to watch your videos, we're there. Love y'all, man.